Hey y'all, it's your girl Jackie with a Q. What's going on? So, still on the Narcissist series, right? And as I think about things, like I thought about something last night, right? I told y'all the love bombing. The love bombing was great, right? And I can't tell you how long it was before it turned into something else. It was still get whatever you want, do whatever you want, right? But it would be, let's say we go out and have a good time. We having a good time. Or at least I'm having. Now I'm going to look back. Maybe I was just the only one having a good time, right? You know, I'm a sociable, so I'm going to talk and laugh with whoever around me, right? And I'm having a good time. Before the night was over, the event was over, or wherever we was at was over, he would turn it into a bad time. He would turn it into a bad time. Took me, I'm going to say years before I realized that, y'all. I don't know how many. I can't tell you. I was with him a long time. I don't know if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But it took me a long time to realize that he would sabotage the good time. If it looked like I was too happy, and this is what made me start thinking he was demonic. Because the devil only don't want you to be happy, right? Having a good time, looking good, smelling good, eating good, dancing, having a good time. Didn't like it. I remember one time specifically, and I can't tell you how many years in it was, but it was some time. And I was with his family. I loved his family, right? You know, that's a plus when the family is nice and you get along with the family. That is a plus, right? I love that. I hope in my next relationship I get along with the family and I don't have to beat nobody up, right? But anyway, I loved his sister. So we was all sitting around talking and the guys was doing whatever they was doing. And sitting at his sister's house talking, his nieces were like my age too. They had a big family, right? So we was all sitting around talking, laughing, having a good time. And he was sitting over there looking black, looking dark, right? And he wanted to go so he could go do something. I'm enjoying your family. You should be enjoying them too, right? It also, narcissists don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. I'm convinced of that, right? So I'm sitting over here having a good time, and he acted out so ugly, right? That I, believe it or not, me, Jackie with a Q, went in the bathroom and cried a little bit, right? Because I couldn't understand. At this point, I couldn't understand his actions and his behaviors. Why, right? We had a lovely family function. Lovely. These your brothers and sisters. He come a big family. I think it was like 12, 13. It was double digits of them, right? This your family, right? That I'm enjoying. And they liked me. And he acted so ugly. And what was strange to me was nobody really said nothing, right? I later learned from one of his nieces who I was close with that when they were younger, they were afraid of him. Now, why? Nobody never really said. Nobody never said, right? So when you having a good time, they're going to interfere with the good time. They're going to disrupt the good time. They're going to disrupt the good time. I could never figure that out. And the later years of the relationship, we didn't go anywhere together. We didn't go anywhere together because I had got tired of him disrupting my good time. So we were literally living two separate lives. I stopped going around his family. Now I had a niece that me and her would hang out together, but just family functions, I stopped doing that. I'm not doing that, right? I stopped doing that. Now I know y'all thinking, well, why was you still with him? I don't know. Familiar. Again, he was a provider. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. That's all I can think of is that's why. And you know, initially, maybe within the first 5 years, I thought, well, he'll change. Love conquers all. You know, all the stupid shit we think, right? Not understanding that people are who they are and they change when they want to. What I learned from that relationship is that you cannot change no one. You cannot change anyone. They have to change on their own because they want to. They have to make the changes. It's no amount of good that you can do that make a narcissist be as equally good to you. Let me repeat that. There is no amount of good that you can do to make a narcissist be that good to you. And there are going to be aspects in their life where they're good. Like in my case, it was money. I was driven by money. I always have been. Anybody know me would tell you that, right? But, so money, again, the root of all evil is what kept me stuck in that. I ain't got to worry about the bills. I ain't got to worry about eating. I ain't got to worry about gas. I ain't got to worry about the taxes. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I ain't have to worry about that. Coming from a single mother, that was one of my worries. It might have been my only worry. How am I going to do this? Where's the money going to come from? So when, at some point I remember, and I'm being totally honest with y'all, at some point I remember saying to myself, well, Jackie, this must be what it is. This must be what it is. You know, just deal with this. There was a period in my life where I said that. How many years in it had been, I don't know. But I was like, this is just what it is. I'm just going to deal with it. This is how it is. I was complacent. Was like, well, this is what it is. This is what it is. Until I was like, oh, hell no. You know, I wanted, because you know, I grew out of love with him in the relationship, in the house with him. I grew out of love. So much so I couldn't stand the sight of him. I don't want you breathing the same air that I'm breathing, right? That's when I said, okay, we can't. He was perfectly fine with living the rest of his life like that. Because, you know, I stopped talking to him, anything, any kind of businesses we needed to do, any kind of business, you know, we're going to talk about that business and put the money on the table, whatever, right? I'm not doing anything with you. That ain't no way to live. But I was tired of you keep interfering and interrupting the good time. It could never be a happy ending. It could, and it might have took me years to realize that. He might have been doing it all along. I just didn't notice it, right? Because I was so overwhelmed and overjoyed, right? The good time, just gonna ruin the good time every time. He would start arguments. And again, the later years, I stopped arguing. I'm like, this is stupid. What are we arguing for? This is stupid. That's why I stopped talking to him. Because if I talk, you want to argue. I don't talk. I don't talk. And that would burn him up. This is when I learned to psychologically damage him. I want to fight you like you fighting me. Because you, again, I didn't know anything about narcissism. I just knew he was demonic. So I'm going to fight you with this. I'm going to fight you with this. Right? Now, why would I be in a battle like that in my own house? I don't know. I don't know. Right? I don't know. But that's what it was. He always ruined the good time. Always. I don't care if we put on our clothes. You know, he like to put his clothes on. I like to put my clothes on. We out here. We out here. And this nigga would ruin it every time. And I can't tell you the argument. I can't tell you why, what happened. You know, I can't tell you because you know, it used to be so stupid to me. It used to be so stupid to me, right? So, you know, that's a little snippet into my life of me living with the narcissist, right? That's a little snippet. We can never have a good time. He was never happy. There was nothing that could make him happy, not truly. He didn't love himself. I figured that out. He didn't love himself. He didn't love himself. My earring fell. He didn't love himself, right? So when somebody don't love themselves, they cannot love you. Did y'all know that? If they don't love themselves, they're not capable of love. They can't love you. That's that, right? So that's just a little snippet of my time with the narcissist, and how the good time always ended in a bad time. See y'all next time.